Ottawa as the Sharks continue their season opening road trip for game 2 of 3 on the weekend. Today it's a matchup against the Ottawa Lady Sens in a rematch from championship weekend. My name is Josh McCann. Joining me on color today is Cheryl Gilroy. Cheryl, a 2-1 victory for the Sharks yesterday. What were your thoughts on that game?
It was awesome to see them get out to a great start after suffering that 4-3 overtime loss in the exhibition series last weekend. Talking to the coaching staff and talking to the girls last night, they're really excited and really proud about how they performed, and they want to keep the winning streak going today.
Well, I think the only thing the Sharks would be looking to clean up is the amount of penalties they took last night, as it was a penalty-filled affair. 9 penalties on the Sharks side, 7 on the Kingston side. For the Ottawa Lady Sens, they come in to their first game of the regular season. They played in a Labor Day weekend tournament down in Pittsburgh. They made it to the semifinals, however, lost in the semis. The teams played each other 3 times last year. A 2-1 Ottawa victory on September 8th. In Ottawa, a 2-1 shootout win for Ottawa on November 2nd in Barrie. And then on March 29th, that championship weekend, the two teams played in the round robin, and it was the Sharks coming home with a 3-1 victory. In that 2-1 shootout victory for Ottawa back on November 2nd, Riley Maxwell made her Shark debut, filling in for Amelia Wilkinson and Ava Sador, who were both not available for that game. Maxwell stopped 18 and 19 in the shootout loss, and now will make her season debut here today in net for the Sharks. Maxwell will be backed up by Ava Sador, who had a strong start to her campaign, going 1-0 with the victory last night, stopping 16 of 17. Starting lineup for the Sharks on defense, number 72, Annabella Cosgrave, and number 77, Adrielle Charette. At forward, number 8, Taya Wallace, number 9, May Severn, and number 14, Abby Brumwell. And as mentioned before, number 58, Riley Maxwell will get the start. First of 2 meetings for these two teams, as they will have a rematch at East Bayfield on November 29th. That'll be a Saturday 4:30 p.m. start. Just a recap of the game yesterday, the Sharks got out to a early 2-0 lead, a power play goal that was changed multiple times. At first, it belonged to Sonia Mehta. Then it was changed to Elga Silva. Then it was supposed to be changed to Maylee Winter, but then it never got changed. So in the stat sheet, it does say it was Elga Silva's goal for the first goal of the Sharks season. And that was followed up by a goal from Samantha Larman, who had an assist on the first goal.
So that's a funny conversation I had with Josh Thompson. Apparently the puck went in off of Mally's pants. It bumped in that way. So Mally says, I think I got my first goal, but that's not what the officials saw. So to Elle it goes.
Well, it would definitely be interesting to look back on the screen yesterday to see if you can notice the pants maybe moving a bit as the puck hits it. So the Sharks got both their goals yesterday in the opening period, and they came in a matter of minutes, really. And then after that, really no more scoring happened. They had some good opportunities, but some strong goaltending from Claire Scott of Kingston shut down the Sharks the rest of the way, but the Sharks defense was just as strong, as they only allowed 1 power play goal despite the many attempts that the Kingston Ice Wolves had last night. Just 30 seconds left in warm-ups. We'll quickly go through the out-of-town games. Durham West will be in Etobicoke. The 1-0 Burlington Barracudas are in Windsor. Brampton is in London. Nepean is taking on OHA. Blue Water is taking on Waterloo. The 67s, the Ottawa 67s are taking on Toronto Leaside. And to close out the night at 8:15, North York will be in Stony Creek to take on the 1-0 Sabres. As the buzzer goes, it's a home opener again for Ottawa, so we'll see if they have any home opener special events going on. And then it'll be player introductions, national anthems, and puck draw.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the home opener. Kick off the season for the home team, Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators are today facing the very junior Sharks, and we'd like to thank our proud sponsor, 20 Grand Automotive, for sponsoring our team this season, fitting up the dressing room. And this opening weekend is in recognition of their contributions to our team. Our officials for today are Ab Earnshaw, Ashley Lajeunesse, Sarah Medley. And now we would like to introduce you to our 2025-2026 roster for the Ottawa Senators. Starting with number 3 on defense, Tessa Hubbard. Number 4, Ella Bridget.
Number 4, Ella Bridget, and number 89, Tessa Hubbard.
Number 7, Megan Hayes. Number 8, Olivia Walls. Number 9, Number 14, Naomi Chambers. Number 16, Chloe Rettimer. Number 18, Lillian Shannon. Number 19, Taylor Rosenberg. Number 22, Avery Reuter. Number 23, Kira Kyle. Number 28, Brooke Flynn. Number 35, Ivy Nellis. Number 41, Cameron Garcia. Number 78, Charlotte Miller. Number 88, Charlie Banks. And number 92, Lexi Hatu. Let's hear it for your Ottawa Senators. Now today's starting lineup. Starting with the very junior Sharks. On defense, number 72, Annabella Cosgrave. Number 77, Gabrielle Charette.
Cosgrave and Joe Charette on defense for the Sharks.
Taya Wallace.
Taya Wallace.
Number 9, May 7.
May 7.
Number 14,
And Abby Brumbaugh.
And number 58 in nets, Riley Maxwell. I'd also like to welcome the KPJ U11 AA team today and our flag bearers. Are they on the ice? Our flag bearers are Sloan Trader and Bailey Long.
Well, welcome to the Tony Graham Recreational Complex here in Ottawa, Ontario for some U22 Elite weekend action between the Barrie Sharks and the Ottawa Lady Sens. The Sharks coming in looking to carry over the momentum from their 2-1 win yesterday, and the Ottawa Lady Sens open up their season coming off a year where they won provincial silver medal, and looking to follow that up with a successful 25-26 campaign. We'll look at the starting goalies for today's game. For the Lady Sens, it'll be number 35, Ivy Nellis. Nellis making her first start of the season and is a 2026 class graduate. For the Barrie Sharks, it'll be Riley Maxwell making her first start of the season. Maxwell, her first year full-time in the juniors. She played for the Sharks one game last year against this Ottawa Lady Sens team and is a 2027 graduate. Looks like maybe an issue with the ice or something over in the corner there. Looks like everything's all right. It'll be Avery Wojcik and May Severn on the draw, and game 2 of the year underway from Ottawa. Bosamworth with the puck, sending it forward, intercepted by Adrielle Charette. She sent it to her D partner Cosgrave and up for Wallace. Battle for it against the boards. Cosgrave able to keep it in. Puck tipped to the middle. Chevrier will take it back out for Ottawa, but quickly intercepted by Abby Brumwell. Brumwell colliding with Hubbard there at the point. Wojcik will take it back as the Sens try and regroup. Battle for it. Chevrier able to send it out. As Ottawa will get a line change. Cosgrave from behind her own net. Going to take a skate with it, coming up the middle. Able to battle off Kylie and send it through the middle. Intercepted by Bosamworth, looking for Hatton, and that was intercepted. Kaya Harbeck coming into the zone, backhands one on net. Stopped by Nellis, and we get our first whistle of the game.
Great start for the Barrie Sharks. Same enthusiasm as yesterday. It's looking pretty good so far, Josh.
Sharks came out flying yesterday, had majority of the shots in the early going. As the period went on, Kingston made it a closer game, but Sharks coming out strong 2 straight nights. Simone Swanson with the puck. Looking for Larman, that was intercepted. Sharks able to get it back. 7 from the point. A shot trickled through. Is it in the net? No, it looks like Nellis was able to get enough of it. Close call there for Ottawa, but we remain scoreless.
Looks like for a second there the goaltender had no idea what it was, but when in doubt, butterfly, pull it together, and hope it doesn't scoot underneath you.
Samantha Larman, Emerson McDonald on the draw. Draw, Ottawa with possession, flipped forward by Danks. Down the corner, puck centered, and Maxwell able to gather it. Sonia Meta making sure no one touches her goaltender. Sharks will change up the forwards. Sadie France will take the face-off here, but Sens win it. Back on the point, Wheeler. Takes a shot deflected. Maxwell able to grab it with a glove. Another whistle here with 18:35 to go. Off the draw, 7. Fights past Chambers to find Kate Stewart. She'll flip it forward. Keller and Wheeler in a race for the puck. Keller's got it. Maybe an opportunity. A backhander stopped by Nellis. And another whistle here in the early going.
We're not even 2 minutes in. It feels like it's been 5 minutes already, considering how much action has gone back and forth with 2 goaltenders already.
Wojcik able to win the draw. Keller goes back to the point for Charette. Off the boards, just missed Keller. Stewart sliding into the boards there. He lost an edge and out back the other way. Wojcik for Wallace. Flipped forward in on net. And Riley Maxwell will cover it. Interesting note, number 8 for Ottawa is Wallace. Number 8 for Barrie is Wallace.
Now, did you look that up? Are they related at all?
I have no
It
idea.
seems too much of a coincidence for the last name to be the same and the numbers to be the same.
Severn and Wojtek on the draw, won by May Severn. Puck tips around to Grace Kusek. And Sharks call up for today's game. Same scratches for the Sharks as yesterday. Severn and Shannon collide, nearly going into the boards. Elda Silva got the opening goal of the game yesterday. Turns it over. Here's a chance for Wallace. A shot stopped by Maxwell. Nice opportunity there for Ottawa, but Maxwell up to the task.
Well, in the opening 3 minutes, I can't begin to guess which goaltender has been busier.
Both teams have had their opportunities here, but we remain scoreless. Off the draw, Sharks with possession. 7 able to spin off Kylie. Able to find Melee Winter. That was intercepted and flipped down to the corner by Glenn. Cosgrave goes behind the net. Puck comes out just outside the blue line. Sent right back in by Frigid. 7 across to her D partner, Cosgrave. Tried to send it back, that was broken up. Cosgrave has possession again. Sending it across for Winter. Winter trying to get past Buzzenworth there. The two of them will go into the boards. Puck goes back for Kylie. She takes a stumble and the Sharks will send it into the Ottawa end. Lady Sens looking to move it forward. That puck got caught up in some equipment and we're going to whistle here again.
Feels a little bit like the Barrie Sharks have let their foot off the gas a little bit since the beginning.
Garman wins the draw. Wallace tried to go to her D, but that was intercepted by Hatum and sent down the length. Sonia Mehta behind the net. Stripped of the puck there by McDonald. 5-way battle into the boards there. Knocking it free is Ottawa. Puck comes out to the point. Wheeler going to step up and shoot. And a glove save by Riley Maxwell. Strong start for Maxwell today, who had success last year against the same Ottawa team and looking to do it again today. It'll be McDonald and Sadie France on the draw. McDonald wins at Chambers back to the point. Shot there by Hayes was blocked. Puck goes to the corner. Mehta taken down. Down the corner, Hatum collided with Mehta. Let's see, Hatum able to get it back, flips it over top of the net. Kusek will play it forward now for Swanson, sent out the other way. Hayes flips it forward. Sharks with possession again as Ottawa makes a change and then almost an opportunity there for the Lady Sens. That was Avery Wojtek sneaking in there.
A lot more opportunities here in the last little bit for the Ottawa Lady Centers in front of Riley Maxwell. Riley Maxwell so far up to the challenge.
Wojtek was able to catch the Sharks sleeping there, but Maxwell was up to the task again. Hubbard on the point, that pass intercepted and flipped out of the zone. Keller knocked down, Danks playing it forward, Martineau coming into the zone, colliding with Severn. Martineau able to keep possession, trying to push it through Cosgrave. Cosgrave goes down. Off the puck tipped forward and Kate Stewart sends it out the other way. Puck will go the length of the ice and icing is called. Looked like the Sharks were coming out to a strong effort here, but Ottawa has quickly turned it back in their favor.
Josh, if I had to ask you a question, what's the big difference between yesterday's game and today's game? What would your answer be?
No penalties?
Surprise, surprise.
Wallace with it for Ottawa off the draw. Flips it down to the corner for Glenn. Wallace now comes free with this. Shot stopped by Maxwell. Didn't see where the rebound was. Shrek got taken down. Glenn able to come free with the puck, fighting through Stewart. Tried to drive the net, but Cosgrave like a brick wall there, not letting her get any closer. Lynn tried to give it to Wallace, but that was broken up. Sent down the ice by Keller. Keller was tied up, and Lily Shannon's stick there got taken down and couldn't chase the puck. She'll head off on a change. Kira Kiley now trying to play it forward. Ottawa does get it out. 7 to Larman, maybe a 2-on-1 here with De Silva. Larman to De Silva, just missed her. Wide open out in front. If that pass was on the money, it would have been a good opportunity. Maybe a 3-on-2 back the other way. Chambers into the zone, puts it out front for Chevrier, but the Sharks defense converges on her to break it up. De Silva flips it forward, Meta, negate icing as the puck goes into the corner. De Silva back to the point for 7. She'll send a shot. That was blocked by McDonald. Winter able to keep the play alive. Allie Winter putting it in the corner. Grabbed by McDonald for Ottawa. Pass there was off the stick of Chevrier, and the Sharks are able to keep possession. 7 steps up and shoots. That's stopped. Rebound almost came free to Sadie France. Winter to France. Trying to push forward. That's broken up. Now Wallace will get down low. Sorry, that's Wallace, not France. Wallace nearly had an opportunity. Couldn't get a shot on net. Ottawa will go back the other way. Chambers looking to send it into the zone. That's broken up. 7 to Wallace and tipped into the zone. Hayes is there. Played forward to Martineau. Hand on the pass. Sharks defense has it, but Martineau able to get it back. Maybe an opportunity here. Takes the shot, blocked by Kusek, and then nearly an opportunity for Wojtek to tip it in. Brumwell able to tip it out of the zone. France now on the chase. Wheeler able to get it as France collides with Martineau. Now Kaya Harbeck will fire it into the Ottawa end. Hayes just missed Martineau. Cosgrave just barely couldn't keep it in. Action really picked up there. 12:56 to go in the first period. Severn and Kiley on the draw here. And Severn going to get kicked out. Swanson comes in. Bit of a tie-up off the draw, and Severn's able to knock it back into her possession. 7 to Severn. In come the Sharks. Maybe an opportunity. Here's Harbeck looking for a shot. Broken up there by Puzzlemore. Battle for it. Kiley flipping it forward. A collision there between Cosgrave and Glynn. Here comes Danks. She'll fire a shot. Stopped by Riley Maxwell, and she'll get a whistle here again.
You can just feel the ramp up of energy here in the last couple of minutes as the Sharks try and figure out the Ottawa Ladies Send systems, and it's nearly coming to fruition with some great chances in front of the netminder for Ottawa.
It will be McDonald and Larman on the draw. Won by the Sharks. Chambers was able to sneak down and beat Kusik to the puck. McDonald centers it off the stick of Maxwell. Back on the point, shot from Fridgen is blocked by Larman. She'll flip it out, kept in by Fridgen, sends it back down low. Ottawa was trying to get back defensively, so there was no one up there, giving Sonia Meta some time to flip it forward. Just past Stewart, in on net. Nellis will grab it, she'll hold. 12 minutes to go in the opening frame. Second game of 3 this weekend for the Sharks. They'll head off to play OHA tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Ottawa will be back at home tomorrow playing Kingston. Kusik fires a shot, stopped by Nellis. Bit of rough stuff out in front. Cooler heads will prevail.
Want to send a quick shout out to Kathleen Dion, who's been absent the last few games. We certainly wish her well, and we hope that she's back with the team soon.
Out Dion, one of the 3 returning defenders for the Sharks. They had a few graduates at that position, so a lot of turnover at that position, really at all 3 positions for the Sharks. Meta takes a shot, deflected, knocked down. Stewart trying to jam away, and it goes in. Tipped home by the Sharks. Bit of a scramble play out in front, and the first goal of this game looks to belong to Jenny Keller. Keller's first of the year, and once again, the Sharks are off to a 1-0 start.
Jenny Keller was bidding for a goal yesterday, and I think she's going to be happy about putting one in today. One of the top point getters for the Barrie Sharks last year. So happy to see her back with the squad this season.
Ottawa wins the draw. Keller, a future attender of St. Lawrence, to play NCAA Division I hockey. Cosgrave, nice move through the middle. Cosgrave in, save, rebound denied as well by Nellis. Puck comes out to the point, De Silva able to keep it in. Trying to send it across, intercepted by Chevrier. Played forward, here goes Martineau trying to beat De Silva, and De Silva able to take her down there. Referees deem it a clean play there. And so the Sharks able to send it out. Really nice play there by El De Silva. Then she takes down another Senator player. That shot went wide by Wojtek. Shret in her own end, makes a move. Sending it across to De Silva. Down the ice. Nearly went on net there. Nellis trying to gather it. Battle against the net there between France and Kylie. Wallace trying to knock the puck free from Hubbard. Then she's able to. Taya Wallace to the point. Meta gonna fire a shot. That goes wide. Seven stepping up. Gliding with Hattoon. France pins Shannon to the boards. Wallace able to get possession. She's taken down. 3 Sharks, 3 Senators there. Puck goes back to the point. 7 just missed her 2 forwards there. It'll come around. Sonia Meta stepping up to grab it. Sharks going to try and start a line change here. A bit of a collision here. And Brumwell able to keep it in. Has 7 with her. Brumwell a shot. Stopped by Nellis. Abby Brumwell still looking for her first point of the season. Didn't have one last night, although I thought she looked pretty impressive out there.
As we approach the halfway point, or now just over the halfway point, I find it really awesome that nobody has spent any time in the sin-bin yet.
Off the draw, Sharks with possession again. Meta on the point. She'll send a shot that goes over top. Wallace playing it down low to Severn. Severn behind the net, Brumwell. Brumwell with Severn, nearly put it out in front. Sorry, that was Wallace. Severn was out in front. Danks with it, plays it forward, puck comes out of the zone. Severn will drop it back for Meta, up to May Severn. Takes a collision there from Danks as she sends the puck in. Frigin with it. Playing it across for Bosomworth and back to Frigin. Played forward, intercepted on the point. Grace Kusick giving it to Swanson. Has Larman across the ice, just missed her. Samantha Larman could have had a big opportunity there, but pass just off her stick. Swanson trying to get it to Harbeck. Out Swanson, waiting. Gonna wrap it around. Swanson back to the point. Kusick fires a shot, scores! That one's gonna go to the Sharks call-up, Grace Kusick. She puts it through a screen, and once again, the Sharks have a 2-0 lead.
Kusick has been a call-up since last weekend, taking the place of a couple of defensemen that are currently out of the lineup for the Barrie Junior Sharks. And Josh, as I mentioned yesterday, she does not look out of place. And I'm very happy to see that all her efforts have gone to getting her first U22 elite goal of the season.
So once again, the Sharks strike for a pair in the first period. Similar to the first goal yesterday, a big screen out in front from the Sharks. Nellis couldn't really see that puck, and Kusick was able to find the top of the net. Sharks are going to go on the attack again, but it's intercepted and sent out the other way. Wallace has Martineau with her. 2-on-2 into the zone. Nice pass. Martineau a shot stopped by Wallace. Or Maxwell, sorry. Puck goes back to the point for Wheeler. Her shot blocked by Keller. Martineau across. Here's Hayes. 10 to go. Martineau, nice move on Keller. Has some space. Fires a shot, knocked down out in front. Wojtek now. Back to the point, Wheeler. Sending it across. Hayes will send it to the net. Wallace able to grab it for Ottawa. Olivia Wallace fights off the defensive 7. Here's Wheeler's shot. Maxwell will gather that one, making it look pretty easy. And a whistle with 7:47 to go. The draw. Lynn with it, flips it back to the point. Got past Hubbard. Now Winter's going to use her speed. She's past Hubbard and she has the puck. Winter chips it to the middle, but Severn couldn't catch up to it. Good effort there from Mally Winter. Tipped forward again by Kusick. Winter couldn't gather it. Kylie has it for Ottawa. Chevrier through the middle. Collides with Severn as the puck goes in deep. Chevrier trying to center. Kylie, a backhander, stopped by Maxwell. Kusick will get it out. Winters pass across to De Silva. First time didn't make it, second time does. De Silva lost it to Chambers. Chambers trying to fight her way forward against Winter. Sharks get it back. De Silva to Wallace. Nice move by Taylor Wallace as she comes into the zone. Trying to get it free from Hubbard. Almost able to do it there against the boards. Get some help, but nonetheless, Ottawa will get it out. Meta takes down an Ottawa player. That was Hatun going down. Shred off the boards to Wallace, just missed her. Wissenworth tried to play a forward intercepted. Here comes Larman up the wing. She'll fire a shot. Save Nellis. Rebound was there. And Nellis able to gather it on the deflection from Brumwell. 6:33 to go. Still 2-0.
Play getting a little more physical here in the latter half of the first period. Hopefully that doesn't result in anybody getting called in a penalty.
Larman wins the draw. Cosgrave off the boards down low. Brumwell trying to catch up to it. Can't, and it's flipped out of the zone. It's past Cosgrave and Lexi Hatun catching up to it. Hatun trying to flip it to the middle, intercepted by Larman. Samantha Larman to Abby Brumwell. Tip pass, Bridgen, and now Brumwell able to kick it forward as well, but Wissenworth was able to get in there and force the interception. McDonald off the boards, pass 7 and out. Martineau trying to catch up to it, lost it to 7. Piper 7 right back in, looking for France. France backhands it down low, intercepted. France able to get it back. Goes to the point, 7. Swanson broken up. Meta able to get it back up at the point though. Cross for Harbeck. Harbeck a shot, that was blocked. Goes right to Swanson who puts it on net and Nellis makes the save. Harbeck pinned to the boards by Hayes. France will come in to help out. Harbeck trying to kick it free. France gets it, goes back to the point. Meta, cross for 7, has an open lane. She'll take the shot. Nice block there. Diving across there was Avery Wojtek to get in front of that shot from Piper 7. Meta intercepted. Here goes Wojtek back the other way. Plays it forward for Danks. Danks takes a shot, blocked by 7. Danks to Wheeler. Sent down low. Flynn was intercepted by Meta. Danks tried to get it back, but Meta was able to play it to Swanson. 7 up for Harbeck. Puck will come out of the zone. Hubbard sends it right back in. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Another strong first period for the Barrie Sharks. Kylie drops it back for Wheeler. Wheeler to Kylie. Down in the corner, Kylie fights off Meta. Severn though comes in, intercepts the puck. Stewart will backhand it across the open ice, and the first there is Severn, but she overskated it. Glenn will flip it back the other way, grabbed by Charette, quickly forward to Severn, just missed her. Wheeler battling with Keller, Stewart out in front. Jenny Keller nearly able to come free. Head coach Dwayne Eldridge once again stacking up Keller, Severn, and Stewart, reuniting that line from last season. Charette fights off Chambers, goes back to the point. Severn will take a shot, deflected a couple times, but goes just wide of the net. Keller to the point for Kusick. She already has a goal today, finding Keller, who also has a goal today. Puck goes down low. Severn trying to knock it free. Stewart getting involved. First there, though, is Jenny Keller. She'll play it back to the point. Kusik waiting. Still waiting with it. Plays it to Keller. Takes a shot deflected by Stewart. That goes wide. Charette backhands it. That goes wide of the net. Flip forward. Kusik just barely kept it in. Sharks trying to change on the fly here. But Ottawa will take the puck, flip it down the ice. De Silva couldn't touch it as she was worried about having too many players. She smartly lets it go by. Chevrier blocked off by Cosgrave. Tie up against the boards, Larman able to get it out to De Silva. Final 3 minutes of the opening period, De Silva plays it down to the corner. Winter's going to get their first battle in Shannon. The two of them collide into the boards. Chevrier going around, Seven. Keeping it in, finding De Silva. Down low for Larman. Samantha Larman pushed into the boards. Chevrier able to grab it. Back the other way. Chambers trying to play it forward, intercepted by De Silva. Pass across for Seven. Pass forward blocked by McDonald, but she accidentally kicked it right back to Seven. Her pass forward, they'll just miss. Wheeler to Hayes, tipped forward by Martineau in on net. Maxwell will grab it and will hold with 2:07 to go.
Long time without a whistle this time around. Good action both ways. Great opportunity there by Grace Kusik. It was awesome to see her take her time and see who she wanted to pass to make a play happen.
Kusik's had a strong start on the back end for the Sharks tonight. As Sadie France will get kicked out on the draw here. Wallace comes in to take it. Wojtek wins it. Quick shot by Hatton, denied by Maxwell. Kusik will play it to Meta. Meta flips it forward, blocked off by Hayes. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. France will play it forward, tipped in by Brumlaw. Puck goes down the ice, Hayes is there. Played forward, past Kusik and out. Kusik to Meta. Tipped up past Wallace. Wheeler across. Hayes off the boards and out of the zone. Played forward again by the Sharks. Wallace just missed France. It'll go in on net. And now it's just going to gather here with 1:25 to go in the first period. Ottawa had some strong opportunities early on, but Riley Maxwell was able to weather the storm, and the Sharks have been the better team since.
I'll be anxious to see what the shots on goal difference is in this first period. It looks fairly even in the first half, but I think it's more lopsided to the Sharks in the last half of this first period.
Sharks have possession again. Charette played off the boards to find some open ice. Harbeck battling Frigid. It's intercepted by Severn. Comes out to the middle. Swanson a shot block. Severn makes a move, taken down. Back to the point. One-timer. Cosgrave fanned on it. Puck comes out of the zone. Charette lost it. Severn gets it. Collides with Kylie down to a knee. Couldn't play it further. Kylie to Frigid, broken up by Charette. Bosomworth to Danks. Able to play it past Swanson. Cosgrave and Danks collide. Kylie able to grab it for Ottawa. Frigid cross for Bosomworth. Played to the middle, intercepted. Nice play by Simone Swanson. Swanson into the zone, able to get a puck past the defense, but she couldn't get past Frigid herself. Battle for it against the boards. Coming free with it are the Lady Sens. Fired in on net. Maxwell the save on that shot there by Kylie. 15 seconds to go here in the opening frame.
What a great pickoff by Severn in the neutral zone to have one more chance at it in front of the Ottawa netminder. Always thinking on their feet, looking for an interception at every turn.
Tie up off the draw. Larman back to Meta. Puck will roll around. Keller able to get it out. Sharks have a couple players up there, but Chambers just going to try and tick time off the clock. Final 2 seconds here. And the buzzer will go, and that will do it. So pretty interesting first period with some good chances on both sides, but in the end, the only 2 goals to find the back of the net belong to the Barrie Junior Sharks. First goal of the game, Jenny Keller, followed up by Grace Kusik, both getting their first of the year. 2-0 Sharks after 1. We'll take a quick break and come back in 12 minutes for the start of the second period. Hello, welcome back here to the Tony Graham Recreation Complex in Ottawa, Ontario. The clock has hit 0 for the second period to start, but it took a while for the Zamboni to get done, so neither team has hit the ice, nor have we seen the officials yet. Sharks up 2-0 as they hit the ice here. Pretty strong period for them. Shots on goal were 15-10 for the Barrie Junior Sharks, and goals from Jenny Keller and Grace Kusick.
I actually talked to Josh Thompson at the intermission. They've awarded that goal to
Pretty interesting one there. So here we go, second period underway from Ottawa. Annabelle Cosgrave with the puck, that's intercepted. Cosgrave then tried to flip it forward, intercepted by Wojcik. Adriel Charette will spin back, fanned on the first pass, takes a stumble. May Severn will gather it. Severn with it, backhands it forward to Brumwell. Brumwell gets a pass, Frigin into the corner. Brumwell. Intercepted by Busselworth. Puck played forward, Cosgrave. Flips it down to the corner. Frigin backhanding it across, intercepted by Wojcik. Wallace will send it back in for Sharks as they get a change. Bit of rough stuff going on out front of the Ottawa bench, or the Shark bench there, between Swanson and Chevrier, but no call on the play. Busselworth takes a tumble. Swanson will backhand it down low. Cosgrave collides there. Puck goes around. Tipped forward by Harbeck. Puck comes to the middle. Severn lost it. Here comes Kylie in. A shot save, Maxwell. Kylie gathers her own rebound, but couldn't get a shot off as she was falling to the ground. That one tipped off of the defense for Ottawa. It was Wheeler with the deflection as the Sens get the puck back. Atum across for Danks. Up the wing, Danks takes a shot, save Maxwell. Big opportunity early here for the Lady Sens, but nothing happening. Meta with it. Played around to Keller. May have Stewart for a break if she could get it there, but broken up by Wheeler. Meta to Stewart. Backhanded forward. Here comes Sonia Meta into the zone. Meta drops for Stewart, but Kylie was the trailer there and was able to break it up. Stewart. Into the boards by Hatum, able to get it out. Winter to Severn. Backhands it down to Keller. Flips it out front, just missed Stewart. Winter to Keller. Back to Winter. Back to the point now. Meta. Cross for Severn. Severn down to Stewart. With a collision with Hayes. Played forward. Keller. Takes a shot blocked. Flipped out of the zone. Meta and Kylie battle. Intercepted by Winter, and she'll play it forward. Wheeler now sending it down the ice. All three Ottawa forwards were coming on the ice, so they would have been offside if they touched it. That's tipped into the zone by De Silva. Nellis way over net to play it. Got it past Severn. Lynn was trying to chase, but she took a tumble. Kusick. Back to the point now for Ottawa. Here's a shot from Hubbard, blocked by Severn. Gets it out, tipped forward by France. Tessa Hubbard now trying to play forward, intercepted. Severn coming through the middle, couldn't keep her stick on it, and we'll get a whistle with 16:45 to go.
You can just tell the Ottawa Ladies Sens have come out with a bit more energy here in the beginning of the second period. Coming from behind with a 2-goal deficit, they want to get back in the game with a goal here quickly.
What we saw yesterday, the Sharks really weren't able to add on after getting that 2-0 start. Kingston was able to get a power play goal in the third, but Sharks were able to hold on. Hubbard to Wallace. That's flipped forward, got past Severn. Tipped forward, here comes Glenn. Trying to get past Charette, she will. Glenn behind the net, spins free. Flips it around Hubbard. Push forward, Kusek is there. Up to France, backhanded out perfectly to De Silva. What a pass, De Silva into the zone, takes a shot, stopped by Nellis, who was able to gather it. But Sadie France with a real nice backhander there to find Ella De Silva. But Nellis up to the task for the save. Saw that Sharks youth tag teaming there for an opportunity. Couldn't get it to go though. 7 shots stopped by Nellis. Only one other game in action right now. The Etobicoke Junior Dolphins off to a 2-0 lead. They're playing the Durham West Lightning. Saw Cosgrave fan on the shot there. Chambers out to Chevrier. Nice move on 7, maybe a 2-on-1. Chevrier to Martineau, in alone, but couldn't get it on her stick. It was in her skates. Back the other way, Taya Wallace off her skate and forward, and then slapped in deep by 7. Pridgeon behind her own net, chased by Larman. Now Wallace able to knock it free. Chambers gets there, plays it forward for Danks. Ottawa gets it out, Sharks get it back. Pridgeon to Chevrier, broken up, and here come the Sharks. Winter into the zone, got past Pridgeon, broken up. Danks for Ottawa, that's knocked down by Swanson. Now here comes Ottawa, it's fired in by Bosamworth. Behind Maxwell, Meta there. Collision there. Meta's been involved in a couple of collisions so far tonight, or this afternoon that would be. Harbeck flips it in. Battling Hayes for the puck. Swanson and Wojtek join the mix. Battle forward, Harbeck free with it. Harbeck a shot, that was blocked. Now they'll knock down the clearing attempt, gets another chance. Stopped by Nellis. And a whistle with 14:35 to go. .35 left in the second period. Wojtek and Severn on the draw. Kusek forced the turnover there as the Sharks get down behind the net. Stewart trying to knock it free, as is Severn. May Severn comes free with it, back to the point. Meta takes a shot, looking for a deflection, save Nellis, rebound, Stewart couldn't get the backhander on net. Keller will get it back now, centers for Severn, makes a move around the defender, a backhander denied by Nellis. Great chance there for May Severn. Keller now, back to the point. Kusek gets past Hatton, takes the shot, stopped by Nellis again. Great pressure again by Keller, Stewart, and Severn.
What a great heads-up play there just in front of the crease by Taya Wallace. She sees the rebound and tries to capitalize on it with the backhand, but what a great job by the netminder for Ottawa.
Sharks looking to add to their 2-goal lead, but Ivy Nellis has done a good job making sure it's only 2-0. France to the point. Here's Meta. Sent down to the corner. Wallace. Spins back. Wallace. Tried to send it across. It ends up on the stick of Meta, though. Meta flipped it to the middle, but missed France, and back the other way goes Ottawa. Glynn may have a break. She got past Kusa. Can she catch up to it? No. Maxwell coming out of her net to make the play. Shot on net by Kylie, denied. Good job by Maxwell getting back into position. De Silva across to France. 2-on-2 into the zone. Lots of space for Sadie France, who sends it over top of the net. With a collision there, Kylie off the boards down the length of the ice. Maxwell's hands up as icing is called with 13:16 to go.
Josh, as an Ottawa Ladies Sen had been right in that crease with an itty-bitty tap, I think that puck going across the line would have been in. What a close call.
Off the draw, Swanson with it, or sorry, Shannon with it. Played forward. Larman, Cosgrave one-timer, stopped by Nellis. Another good opportunity. Annabella Cosgrave not afraid to fire off a slap shot from the point we've seen today. Brumwell tried to come free with it. Played out of the zone. Cosgrave tried to play it forward, blocked off by Martineau. Charette now with it. Played up to Larman and out of the zone. Martineau flips it forward down the length of the ice. Charette chasing. Maxwell gathers and covers, and Charette taken out up front by Chevrier. We'll get a couple shoves from some Shark players coming to the defense of their defense.
You can just see the Ottawa Lady Sens are trying different things to work around the fantastic defensive work of the Barrie Sharks. Just can't quite figure it out yet.
Off the draw. Martineau tried to knock it free. May Severn will get it, gathers it around to Meta. Off the boards, Harbeck. 7. Played forward and missed. Frigin will flip it in. Got past Meta. Meta is there. Martineau able to knock it free. Centers it, one-timer block. Second opportunity now, battling for his half to him, but couldn't get free of Severn or 7. Meta now flips it out. Flip down the ice. Severn is there. Trying to bring it around, flip down to the corner. Harbeck to Swanson. Harbeck knocked down by Chambers, who will knock it around. 7 is there. Danks makes a move, flips it forward. Wallace. Tip to Swanson. Ottawa able to get it back. Hattoon broken up. Danks is there. Knocked down, and Wallace has it now. Taya Wallace flipped through the middle, grabbed by Frigin for Ottawa. Her pass was deflected by Stewart. Sharks get it back. Stewart flips it into the zone. Here comes Keller, broken up. Flip forward, 7. Down low, deflected by Keller, but wide. Keller to Wallace. Wallace center. Stewart deflected on net and gathered. Kate Stewart nearly adding to the Sharks' lead.
What an opportunity there by Barrie, putting the puck right in front. Goaltender all over it, and for a second, she didn't know where the puck was.
Ellis did a good job laying there, trying to make sure she had the puck under and making sure it was locked away so the Sharks couldn't knock it free. Kusick broken up. Wallace trying to go out the other way, gives it to Glynn. Here goes Brooke Glynn into the zone. Charette battling her. And they'll pin her to the boards. Ottawa with it. Wallace to Wojtek. Wojtek has space through the middle, but sent it over top. I think the Shark player may have got a deflection on that puck as it's flipped down the ice, icing waved off. First there is Hayes, backhands it around to Wheeler. Wheeler broken up, Cosgrave trying to kick it forward and sent out down the length of the ice. Charette broken up, here comes Wallace into the zone. Olivia Wallace pinned to the boards by Charette, coming through with it is Kylie. Kylie centers it for Martineau, but Stewart got her skates in the way. Winter going back the other way, will backhand it in. Right on net, grabbed by Nellis. And that she will hold with 9:54 to go. Winter and Kylie on the draw. Martineau with it. Nice move on Cosgrave. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Martineau with Chevrier. Takes the shot. Stopped by Maxwell. Good look there for Ottawa, but they don't get the shot they were maybe looking for, as it's still 2-0. Offensive zone draw for the Sens. Kylie. Couldn't win it though. 7 will take it. Intercepted. Hubbard stepping up, trying to play it to Kylie. That was tipped by Winter. 7 spins back. Plays it forward to France. France to Brumwell, kicked ahead. Hard off the boards there by Shannon. 4-way scrum against the boards. Puck gets knocked free. Danks gets past Cosgrave. Maybe a chance here. Danks broken up. Puck is loose. Big save, Maxwell. Puck got deflected free, and Maxwell just gets enough of it with the pad. Brumwell across to France. France will flip it in. Sharks will make changes. 5 fresh Finns out there. Knocked down by Larman. Danks will pin her to the boards. It's grabbed by Shannon. Played off the boards, but right to Sonia Meta. Meta to Keller, down low Larman. Centers it. Keller couldn't get the shot off as it deflected off the skate of Hubbard. Hubbard back around. Severn to Larman, behind the net. Tried to put it out in front, that's broken up. Keller goes up to the point. Here's Meta. Meta flips it down low. Keller centering it. Here's Severn. Nice play from behind though by Danks. Flip down the ice, missed Danks, and that's going to be icing with 8:11 to go here in the second.
Well, Josh, if there's any doubt whether or not Riley Maxwell belongs at U22 elite, I think that incredible toe save pretty much squashes all of that doubt. What a job by Riley Maxwell.
Big save there from Maxwell to keep this game at 2-0. And one thing that's been certain about these Sharks teams the last few years is how strong their goaltending is. And Maxwell looking to prove that she's the next of a strong goaltending, as that's a nice play there by the Sharks. Swanson's chance denied by Nellis. Wallace and McDonald on the draw. And Taya Wallace able to kick it back to the point. Kusick to Swanson. She'll take a shot. Stopped by Nellis, who's standing and able to gather it. Like we'll have to redo the face-off here, and Stewart's going off the ice now for De Silva. Off the draw, Wallace. Tried to spin it down low, broken up by McDonald. McDonald will flip it up to Wallace. That's broken up by Kusick. Meta off the board, trying to tip it in there is De Silva, but intercepted by the Sens. Back the other way. Collision there, hand is up. And the elusive first penalty of the game here. Sonia Meta going to the box. So the first power play of the game belongs to the Ottawa Lady Sens. So our first power play opportunity. Minutes for roughing for Meta. Here's Chevrier into the zone. Drops it back. Frigian to Chevrier. Chevrier to Frigian. Stewart sending it, tried to send it down the ice, but it hit the official. Lucky break there for Ottawa, but the Sharks will get it back, so it ends up working in their favor as it kills a bit more time off the clock. Frigian, knocked free by Keller, tried to center for De Silva, just missed her. Sharks were really aggressive on the penalty kill yesterday and even created a few chances of their own. If De Silva takes down Chambers, no call on that one. Chevrier tried to center it. Only one there, though, is a white jersey. Adrielle Charette will send it the length of the ice. A minute left in the power play. Frigian to Martineau. Chloe Martineau up the wing. Gets past De Silva, trying to drive the middle. Martineau a shot, and Maxwell gathers it. 6:22 to go. 51 seconds left in the power play. Puck goes the length of the ice. Nellis will play it. Bosamworth. Play back to Shannon. Puck goes around to Wojtek. Wojtek plays it forward. Puck sent forward. Here comes Ottawa. Back to the point, Bosamworth couldn't keep it in. Final 10 seconds of the penalty to Sonia Meta. Sharks look like they'll pull off yet another opposing team power play. Shannon to Danks as Meta's back out. Danks into the zone, fires a shot, deflected over top by Kusik. 7 nearly broken up. 7 plays it forward. Brumwell gets it up to Larmont, but just missed her. Here's Kylie. Broken up by Severn. Ottawa able to get it back though, and Hayes will send it in. Maxwell tips it. Grabbed by Kusik. Intercepted in the middle by Glenn. Denied by Maxwell. Puck played forward. Intercepted by Hayes. Hayes across. Here's Wallace up the wing. Wallace across for Hayes off her stick. Wide open net for the Sens, but they can't capitalize. Kylie and 7 go down there. Puck comes to Larmont. Larman plays it forward for Wallace. Taya Wallace with Abby Brumwell. Wallace waiting, just backhands it down to the corner. Brumwell to Wallace out front, saved by Nellis. Wallace flips it down the ice. Charette plays it forward, Harbeck. The last shift, Harbeck looked like she was in a bit of pain going off, so it looks like she's no worse for wear. After getting a quick checkup from the trainer, Charette taken down, and the first penalty to Ottawa will go here for holding. So Chloe Martineau to the box here. It'll be a Barrie Sharks power play. We understand we're experiencing maybe some technical difficulties, so I'll comment more on that in a minute. Keller back to the point, Charette. Cross for Meta. Charette waits, goes to Meta. Meta to Stewart. Stewart, Severn. Waiting, spins back. May Severn. Across to Charette. Charette sends a shot, saved by Nellis. Rebound Keller. Battling with Shannon, knocked free to Stewart. Stewart to Meta. Takes a shot, save Nellis, and a whistle. So it seems like our stream is delayed, so at this point there's 3:27 left in the second period, but viewers at home watching live may be watching about halfway through the first period, so hopefully you're still able to see the whole game, but just maybe a bit behind it happening live. Sharks with the draw, Meta to Charette. We are also videoing the game, so if the stream does end up glitching out, we will be able to upload the game later anyway. Severn backhands it to Keller. To the point for Charette. Cross, Meta, takes a shot, save Nellis again. Minute 3 left on the power play. Draw one by Ottawa. Whistleworth pinned to the boards. Battle for it. Sharks knock it free. Back to the point. Meta. To De Silva. Meta. 43 seconds left in the penalty to Martineau. One-timer Charette sent wide. De Silva. Spinning off Wojtek. Wojtek, though, battling with, well, Wallace trying to knock it free. De Silva gets it. Back to the point for Meta. 20 seconds left in the power play. De Silva, quick pass to Meta. Has Charette in the corner. Charette takes a shot. Save Nellis. Big rebound, but pass to Silva. Now De Silva gathers it on the point. Fakes the pass to Meta. Now gives to Charette. Charette on the point. Her shot denied. I think Sadie France may have got a tip on that one. She'll gather the puck and play it back to Meta. Final seconds of the power play. We're back 5-on-5 as Martineau's out of the box. France tried to pass it back to Meta, but Meta was moving back to block off a potential breakaway from the player coming out of the box. Dank's able to tip it forward. Larman will send it back in. Brumwell knocks it down. Dank's up to Wojtek. Collides with Larman as the puck goes in down low. Maxwell leaves it for Cosgrave. Cosgrave to Brumwell. Tipped forward, Lily Shannon flips it. Cosgrave took a tumble, and now the Lady Sens have numbers into the zone. Glynn to Kylie. Stumbled a bit, drops for Wallace through the middle, flips it down low to the corner. Glynn to Wallace. To Kylie. Ottawa seeming a bit out of sorts here. Had some numbers there for a potential opportunity, but didn't really seem like anyone knew what to do with the puck. Cosgrave will flip it down the length of the ice. Final minute of the second period as it goes the length for icing. .57 seconds to go in the second period. 2-0 Sharks, your score. Shannon. Chevrier. Shot, deflected, broken up. Puck goes slip corner. Cosgrave. Battling for it. Puck tipped. Cosgrave pins McDonald to the boards. Martineau trying to get in there to help out. 35 seconds to go. Puck on the point. Hubbard spins, intercepted by Brumwell. Abby Brumwell back the other way, sending it across. Larman is there first. Larman pushed into the boards. McDonald will grab it. continue to battle. Ottawa just trying to kill time. May Severn has the puck though. She doesn't want to kill time. She wants to get on the scoreboard, but Martineau able to break it up. One final rush for the Sens. Martineau makes a move past Severn. Here she comes. Martineau gonna take it herself, blocked by Severn, and that will do it. So just like last night, a pair of first period goals for the Barrie Junior Sharks is all we have through 2. They lead 2-0 as we head to the 3rd period. Well, welcome back here to the Tony Graham Recreation Complex in Ottawa, Ontario. It's the Barrie Junior Sharks up 2-0 after 2 periods. They're in the same spot as they were yesterday, as they were up 2-0 going to the 3rd period off a pair of first period goals. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Barrie Junior Sharks. As we'll pull it up here. As the Sharks head off to OHA tomorrow for an 11 a.m. start. They'll take the week off, and then they are in action at the Stony Creek University Showcase next weekend. And then the weekend after that, it's a road game with Waterloo and the home opener against the London Devilettes. Jenny Keller, Grace Kusick, your only goal scorers so far. Riley Maxwell is a perfect 17 for 17 in net. Sharks out shooting Ottawa 32-17.
I'm actually surprised by that number, Josh. It looked a bit more even than that in the 2nd period.
Sharks fired away 15 shots in the opening period, 17 more in the 2nd. Ottawa only had 7 last period. The officials getting ready to go here. Both the Sharks hold on to their 2-goal lead once again. Taya Wallace and Avery Wojtek on the draw. And the 3rd, hopefully final period underway from Ottawa. Adrielle Charette drops it back to Annabelle Cosgrave. That's deflected. Severn will backhand it forward. Wallace chasing. Battle for it. And Pridgeon trying to take it back out the other way. Pridgeon playing it forward, intercepted by Severn. Cosgrave, that's deflected by Wojtek. Shrett will grab it and plays it out. Pridgeon. Guarded by Brumwell. Pridgeon was able to get past her. Wallace intercepts. Cosgrave for Charette. Sent forward, missed Harbeck down the length of the ice. And it hit Nellis, I think, so it won't be ice. And then she comes out to play it. Sharks have the puck, and they score! Kaya Harbeck puts it home. Nellis tried to come out of her net there and then didn't really have a play on the puck. It'll be the first goal for Kaya Harbeck, and the Barrie Sharks lead is now at 3. And the puck will, I believe, be delivered over to the Junior Shark bench, as that is Harbeck's first in the U22 league.
Extremely happy to see that as Kaya Harbeck went off the ice. Looked like she had the wind knocked out of her in the latter half of the 2nd period. So very happy to see her back on the ice for the 3rd period. And congratulations on your first U22 elite goal.
Well, it was a bit of an interesting one, but you take them out, you get them. Sharks up 3-0. Meta into the zone. Sharks looking for more. Meta driving the net, missed wide. Puck went through the blue crease there as it goes across for Harbeck. Meta played down low, Larman. Couldn't get on the puck, and it's grabbed by Hayes. She'll fire it forward off the skate of 7. Meta is there, played up to Swanson. That was broken up, and now Wheeler going to get past Meta. Ottawa looking to go on the attack. That goes wide. Puck gets past Harbeck out of the zone. Kylie up the wing. Into the zone. Kylie takes a shot. Broken up, but Hubbard steps up. Denied by Maxwell. Rebound Wallace. Broken up by Stewart. Collision there between, looked like Shannon and Stewart. Keller trying to catch up to it. Gets past Kylie. Here comes Jenny Keller. Tried to make a move on Hubbard. Regroup, centers it. Kate Stewart sent over top of the net. Good opportunities on both sides right now. Wallace playing it forward. Glynn trying to grab it. It was off her stick though, and the Sharks will gather. Kusick fanned on the pass. Deep grouping there. Now Wallace able to get it. Centers it out in front. Glynn, a backhander, stopped by Maxwell. Rebound Wallace. Over to Bosamworth. Bosamworth steps up and shoots, and Maxwell will make the save. 17:28 to go. Here's a shot, that goes wide. Phrygian beats De Silva to the puck. Finding Wallace. Wallace trying to break in, that's intercepted. Back the other way, Sebin to De Silva. De Silva blocked off by McDonald. Winter to De Silva down low. It's broken up. Puck goes back to the point, Cosgrave. Tripped up there. No call as it goes down to the corner. De Silva comes free with it. El De Silva takes a shot. That was blocked. De Silva going to get it back, taken down. Cosgrave now steps up. Her shot blocked. Knocked down by Winter on the clearing attempt. Wallace has it to De Silva. Someone lost a glove there. It was the Ottawa player in McDonald. Olivia Wallace for Ottawa will flip it down the ice. Sens will make a change. Cosgrave off the boards, intercepted by Chambers. Flipped down behind the net. Cosgrave up to Severn. Severn to Wallace, gets past her. Will go down the ice. Wheeler. Tipped forward by Brumwell, but right back to Wheeler. She'll play it forward, getting it past Severn, but intercepted by Kusick. Sens trying to get it back, but it's Abby Brumwell for the Sharks with possession. She'll find Severn off her skate, just offside. 15:55 to go in the third period.
I forget what period it was, guys?
No. Larmond and Chambers on the draw. Won by the Sharks. Meta across for Kusick. Sent in on net. Now this will hold. 15:47 to go. Sadie France will take the draw now for the Sharks. Off the draw, puck comes down low, broken up. France back to the point. Meta. Pass France down low, Swanson. Simone Swanson trying to catch up to that one. Couldn't get it. France battling with Wojtek. Wojtek brings it around. Spins back. Couldn't get there. Danks tipped forward by Meta. Sonia Meta able to come free with the puck. Meta puts it out in front. France couldn't get there. Hatton will send it out. And back the other way is Danks. Danks will send it in. Getting to desperation time for the Ottawa Lady Sens, as they're going to need 3 if they want to tie this game. Harbeck misses France. They'll go down the ice. Rosenworth, cross for Phrygian. Pass to Danks, just missed. Grabbed by Cosgrave. Cross to Charette. Played up to Kate Stewart. Stewart into the zone, waiting. Gives to Keller a shot. That's blocked. Goes up in the air into the netting with 14:37 to go. Sharks looking for victory here, up 3-0. Last time they were in the Ottawa area, they were in Nepean back in March, and they came away with 2 victories over the Nepean Wildcats to take a 2-0 series lead in their playoff series there. The Sharks did go on to win Game 3 to sweep them. Here's Wallace up the wing. Wallace fighting through, trying to go back to the point. Puck goes back to the point, Wheeler. Keller all over, tipped out of the zone. Wheeler able to get it back, and she'll bring it right back in. Wheeler takes a shot. Wallace the save, or Maxwell the save. She's going to play it now as there is no pressure from the Ottawa Senators. Stewart to Keller off her skate. But now Keller has it. She beats the D. Keller in on a breakaway backhander. Couldn't get the shot off. Had defenders all over. 7 steps up, takes the shot. That's blocked. Puck played forward. Chevrier looking for Martineau. That's broken up. Stewart trying to push it forward. Grabbed by Larman. Samantha Larman. Tipping it down behind the net. Wheeler. around, knocked down by Winter. Tipped forward by Meta. And off her skate down. Larman. Broken up. Kylie will flip it forward. Chevrier looking to get it out. Sharks able to keep it in. Larman looking for Meta. That's broken up. And played out of the zone. 7 going to bring it right back in. Takes the shot. Stopped by Nellis. 13:02 to go. That playoff series I mentioned, the Ottawa Senators played Burlington in that series. They won that, and that set up the championship weekend meeting between these two teams that the Sharks won. Sharks ended up winning bronze that weekend. Ottawa finished 7th of the 8 top teams. Severn bringing it around, goes back to the point and out of the zone. Kusick looked for Severn, that was broken up and tipped down in by Danks. Danks able to get behind Charette, but Charette pins her to the boards, and the Sharks will take it back the other way. Brumwell for France. Here goes Sadie France into the zone with some speed. France trying to fight off Hubbard, didn't go well. Brumwell taken down. And now Severn colliding with a Senators player. France back to the point. Charette takes a shot, stopped by Nellis. 12:23 remaining here in the third period. It was Kaya Harbeck's first U22 elite goal that has the Sharks lead up to 3-0 here. McDonald wins the draw. Harbeck battling, trying to get the puck. Wallace is going to get there. Waiting. Wallace reverses off McDonald. Wallace to Mill takes the shot, stopped by Nellis. Sharks continuing to put pressure on this Ottawa team here. Mentioned the shots in the second period of 17-7. That deflects, but just wide of Nellis. Fridgen up the boards, Hatum. Hatum will send it in. Maxwell will glove it. And Riley Maxwell hasn't been tested much in the last period and a half, but she was really tested early in this hockey game. But was up to the task and has made every save so far tonight. Chambers, Larman on the draw. Larman wins it. Cosgrave around for Stewart. Colliding with her was Fridger. Puck goes the length. Bosamworth beats Keller to the puck. Battle for it. And Nellis will gather it and hold. 11:39 remaining in the third period. Sharks didn't really have an offensive opportunity there, but they were able to set up an offensive zone draw here. Larman centering Stewart and Keller. Off the draw, back the other way. Wallace looking for Glenn. They do come in onside. Wallace broken up by 7. Back to the point, Wheeler. Down to Glenn trying to come in. That was broken up. Keller trying to catch up to it, but Wheeler gets it back in. But right at Sharks D. 7. What a pass to Keller. Jenny Keller on a breakaway again. Wheeler trying to catch up, and Keller's denied by Nellis. Big opportunity there for the Sharks. 7's got it again. She finds Meta. Puck goes past Nellis. Larman a shot off the side of the post. Battle for it. Winter comes free. Nellie Winter waiting. Centering for Stewart. Broken up by Chambers. Meta. Deflected down low. Stewart's alone. Save Nellis. Rebound denied as well. Couple big chances there for Kate Stewart. Kusick able to keep it in the zone. Sharks starting to change as that's whistled down. About halfway done the third period, and like most of the draws here in this period, it's in the offensive end for the Sharks. It'll get whistled down here. Off the draw, Ottawa with possession. Martineau to Chevrier. Here comes Ottawa. Chevrier gets past Meta, has a chance, stopped by Maxwell. Once again, Riley Maxwell, big save, and she'll make another one on Shannon. 10:07 to go. And Riley Maxwell very clearly locked in here this afternoon on her first start of the season. Wallace wins it. Shred around the boards. Kept in by Martineau. Puck came to the middle, but the only one there is Charette. She'll backhand it back to Cosgrave. Cosgrave plays it forward, knocked down. Martineau played it down low. Cosgrave will grab it, sends it around for May Severn. Knocked off the puck. Wojtek centers for Martineau, broken up. Martineau to the point. Here's Hubbard. Got it off of Severn. Wojtek couldn't keep it in herself. Wojtek drops it back for Shannon. Always Shannon bringing it into the zone. Grabbed by Cosgrave. Backhander turned over. Hattum with it. Hattum waiting, spinning off of Brimwell. But broken up. Cosgrave will flip it out. Goes down the ice. Hubbard. To Hattum. And now up for Danks. Danks looking for Kylie. Nice intercept there by the Sharks. Brumwell to Larman. Here comes Larman and Severn. Centering pass. Severn taken down. Nellis will gather it for a whistle with 8:56 to go in the third period. Off the draw, Kaya Harbeck plays it to the corner. Battle against the boards. Harbeck knocks it free. Fighting through the pressure. Harbeck to the point for 7. Two Shark rookies having great games here. That's deflected to Swanson, who sends it over top. Hattum knocked down by Swanson. Right down low, Bosomworth. Harbeck getting there. Broken up. Larman pins her to the boards. Fridgen behind the net, pinned to the boards now by Swanson. 8:10 to go. Sharks trying to knock it loose. Kylie comes free with the puck. Here goes Sens, and a hand up, and we have a penalty. Interference going to be the call against the Ottawa Lady Sens. Ella Friedgen going to the box. And the Barrie Sharks will get their second power play attempt of the night here. 0 for 1 so far. They had a power play goal last night, so looking to make it back-to-back games with a power play goal. Off the draw, Hubbard broken up. Here's Stewart going to come to the middle, takes the shot blocked. Stewart gets it back. France. Stewart. Keller. Cosgrave on the point, takes the shot blocked. Sens think about taking it back the other way, but Emerson McDonald will just send it the length. Maxwell will leave it for Cosgrave. Sharks calm it down. Cosgrave finds Keller. In they come, trying to get set up. Keller in a drive down low, wrapping it around back to the point. Charette. Cosgrave. Back to her D partner, Adrielle Charette. Charette gives it to Cosgrave again. She'll fire a slapper through traffic, denied. Rebound, Stewart a shot. Save Nellis, and she'll dive on it. Bit of rough stuff out in front again here, but cooler heads prevail. 7:05 to go, 1:07 left in the power play. Wallace and Chambers on the draw, one by Wallace. De Silva fires a shot, and Nellis to save again. Wallace and Chambers will do the draw again, and Wallace wins it. Back to the point, Meta. 7 to Meta. De Silva, El De Silva. Drops for Sonia Meta. Back to De Silva. De Silva to 7. Waits, shoots, stopped by Nellis. Rebound Meta. De Silva. Meta steps up, sends it to the net, tip by Winter denied. Rebound, backhander. Oh, and it just stays out. Winter maybe got lucky she didn't knock that puck. Looks like it would have been played with a high stick. Meta on the point, takes a shot, save Nellis. 25 seconds left in the power play. Puck pinned to the boards. De Silva and Wallace working to get it free. Winter will join the fray as well. Puck goes back to the point. Meta for 7. Back to Sonia Meta. Meta takes a shot, save Nellis. Didn't know where it was, but she'll quickly realize and gather. 9 seconds left on the power play. Both teams will make changes. Looks like Meta and 7 will remain on for the Sharks. Larman and Wojtek on the draw. Off the draw, Severn a shot, save. Rebound, Brumwell pins it to the boards. May Severn. Severn waits as we're back 5-on-5. Brumwell to Meta just over top. The collision there. Chloe Martineau comes free with it. Just missed Chevrier. Meta across for 7. Final 5.5 minutes here. That's backhanded back in by the Lady Sens, who have had nothing cooking offensively here in this third period. Larman to Severn. Tipped forward by Brumwell. That's deflected and goes out of play. Off the draw. Tipped into the zone. Swanson spins it down low. Harbeck played down behind the net. France battling. France goes down, and the Sens get it out. Cosgrave up for Swanson. That was broken up. Bosomworth going to bring it into the zone and sends it down behind the net of Riley Maxwell. Cosgrave couldn't get it out. Frigian keeps it in. Cosgrave does a nice job though. Gathers the puck, backhands it out of the zone. Frigian, cross for Bosomworth. Played forward, Hatun will tip it in. Puck goes behind the net. Kylie beats Kusick to the puck. Kusick trying to battle back though. Knocked free to Danks. Swanson then intercepts. Not all the way out though. Frigian keeps it in. That's blocked. Knocked down by Swanson and played with a high stick. 4:12 to go. Faceoff will come to the Shark end. The Sharks can hold on here. They'll be the first team to 2-0 in the U22 Elite League. Burlington and Stony Creek both won last night and have games today. Burlington will have just gotten underway in Windsor, and Stony Creek will be playing North York tonight. Puck goes back to the point to Wheeler. Now, of course, it is September 6th. This puck gets out of the zone, so standings don't mean much right now, but the Sharks will be able to say for at least an hour or two today they are first in the league. Kusek into the zone. Centers it, Stewart sent it wide. Nellis will gather. 3:39 to go. Collision there, a couple players went down. That was Wheeler and Keller. .339 to go. Tie up. Puck goes back behind the net. Wallace sent across. Here comes Glynn into the zone. One-on-one against Cosgrave. Just floated on net. And Maxwell will make the save. Very strong defensively there was Annabella Cosgrave. Larman and Chambers on the draw. One by Chambers. Shannon. Played down to the corner. Chambers tied up by Larman. Charette backhander, kept in. Shannon. Played down to Chambers. Into the boards by Charette, and De Silva will send it out. De Silva and Winter trying to chase. Intercepted. Winter centers it. Just missed De Silva. Chambers trying to fire it down the ice. Larman able to keep it in. Just for a moment, though, as Martineau will take it out back the other way. Martineau with Chevrier, but quickly broken up by Adriel Charette. Under 3 minutes to go here. Time ticking down here for the Ottawa Lady Sens, and they're going to ice the puck here. Definitely won't help their case. Only 2:38 to go as they look to get back in this game. Off the draw, Lady Sens possession. Shannon looking for Martineau. Puck comes up to the point for 7. She'll take the shot, that was blocked. Martineau lost her stick. Brumwell goes down. Puck comes up to the point, 7 able to keep it in. She'll take a shot, deflected, Nellis makes the save. Sent out of the zone, and here comes Sonia Mehta right back in. Fighting through, Mehta into the zone. Waiting, Mehta now back to the point for 7. Piper 7 steps up, takes the shot, stopped by Nellis. France on it now, center, May Severn has some room, fanned on it, second chance denied as well. Back the other way goes Danks. Tried to make the move, broken up. France to Severn, 1:42 to go. Severn flips it into the Ottawa bench. Draw Wojtek fighting through, trying to get in, and Maxwell will cover it. .128 to go. Wojtek and Wallace on the draw. Hatton shot, saved Maxwell. Rebound pushed back to the boards. Wojtek. Behind the net, Danks. Shred able to pin her to the boards. Back to the point. Danks takes a shot, blockered away by Maxwell. It's up in the air, knocked down by Charette, and Harbeck flips it into the Shark bench with 1:01 to go. This win by the Sharks is something they didn't do against Ottawa in the regular season last year. They did get a win against them on championship weekend. In the regular season, it was all Ottawa with a pair of 2-1 victories. Wallace, final minute of the third here. Keller slips. 3-goal lead for the Sharks, so Ottawa's not even going to bother pulling Nellis. She'll remain in net for the rest of the game. Larman able to knock it forward. Tried to play it to Stewart, that's broken up. Kylie pinned off by Kate Stewart. Wheeler will play it forward. Here goes Glenn to Kylie. 30 seconds to go. Glenn a shot, saved. Maxwell just able to gather it. Wallace tried to jam away. Sharks take offense. So we've seen more than normal physicality that we see from Shark games, as there's the odd collision and the odd dust up after a whistle, but nothing really like what we saw yesterday. 20 seconds to go. Glynn to Kylie as Ottawa looking for one final chance. Bosamworth to Hubbard. 10 seconds to go. Puck goes down the ice. Sonia Mehta pins it to the boards. Almost a year ago now, Riley Maxwell made her Shark debut. She was strong, but picked up a loss. And in her first game with the team since, she picks up a win and a shutout as the Barrie Sharks take game 2 of the year by a score of 3-0.
Well, no, it was quiet during that third period, Josh. Our counterparts here to our left are doing a great job with their own live stream, so I didn't want that to overflow into your wonderful play-by-play today. What a great job by the Barrie Junior Sharks. Great goal by Grace Kusick, and a wonderful shutout by Riley Maxwell. Those are my 2 bright spots for today, as well as Kaya Harbeck's first U22 elite goal.
Well, a pair of first regular season goals. Kusick did get a goal last weekend in exhibition, and a first U22 elite shutout for Riley Maxwell, as these young players for the Junior Sharks already impressing early in the season, and that is a very good sign for this organization. So tomorrow, the Sharks have one more game on their road trip, as they'll take a trip down to Cornwall to play OHA, taking on the Mavericks. And we'll have that game for you at 11 a.m. tomorrow. That's going to do it here today from the Tony Graham Recreational Complex. For Cheryl Gilroy, my name is Josh McCann. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.